Joining us now, once again, is the President and CEO of the Pacific Research Institute, Sally Pipes, who is also the author of a great new book, The Cure for Obamacare. Hey, Sally, how are you?
I'm fine, Steve. Thanks. And you?
I am fine also. Here's what I want to talk to you about. You know, you and I, we've discussed this before. I think I asked you the question, and no, we didn't have an answer. I said, when are the Republicans going to stop passing this legislation calling for the end of Obamacare, which is nice. It passes the House, but, realistically, it's not going to go anywhere. I said, when are they going to start defunding some of Obamacare? Well, we made some news on this program this week because I spoke first to Scott Garrett of the Finance Committee, Republican from New Jersey, happens to be my congressman, then to Congressman Peter King, and to a congressman from Pennsylvania whose name escapes me right now, and they all basically echoed what Garrett first said, which was, the leadership doesn't want to do that because they don't feel that they could risk a showdown with Obama over closing down the government, which it could lead to if he vetoes an overall budget that doesn't fund part of the bill. And they're not going to do it right now. And I am extremely disappointed.
Well, I agree with you. I mean, and you're right. I mean, there have been 38 votes in the House to repeal Obamacare, and it's symbolic, but it's not, as you say, it's not going to go anywhere. And then, of course, this week we saw the House pass two bills, one to delay the employer mandate, one to delay the individual mandate. And then, of course, the president made his big speech yesterday about how premiums are going to go down and how rebates are so wonderful and all of that. But, it's very frustrating because I think the defunding idea is one of the things that could really put some pressure. Defunding, this huge Medicaid expansion, and also defunding some of the funds to go to the subsidies, because the subsidies are going to be available for people who purchase insurance in the exchange who have an income between 138 and 400% of the federal poverty level. That's higher than Massachusetts. It's only up to 300%. I think that is too high, and it's going to be very expensive. So I agree with you. I don't know why. I don't have a crystal ball, but I don't know why they aren't pushing on this defunding thing, because I think it could be really important.
Yeah, I think it's a winning issue, and I think if I can't think of a more important issue, for them to go to bat against this or risk a government showdown in a battle with Obama because the public is behind them in their efforts to get rid of this bill, which it's just the more we learn, Sally, and you and I have known this from the start, but it's just that we keep finding out more things about it. I mean, and now, of course, the real result is starting to kick in, and we have restaurants, especially restaurants, starting to say, we're firing people or we're cutting back their hours. So more and more people in this country are going to become part-time workers against their wishes, against their will, and and they're going to have to find another job, or they're going to suffer severely.
Well, I mean, precisely. I mean, those in the service sector the service sector is the sector that there's going to be a lot of movement, particularly in restaurants, because a full-time employee under Obamacare is one who works 30 hours a week, which is different than the federal law at 40 hours a week. And then, 50 employees is where the employer mandate would kick in. And so I think, restaurants, I mean, small restaurants, larger restaurants, other people in the service sector are going to say, we want people, you're going to work 27, 28 hours. And these people are going to be upset. Why is this? Well, because, business has to stay in business, and in order to employ people and to create jobs. And this whole Obamacare is really negative for employment growth and innovation in this country. And it was interesting how the unions, including the Teamsters,
they're now
out.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Yeah, they're outspoken now as well. Absolutely.
So finally they're waking up, but it's too late. I mean, they should have been on the other side of this prior to the law being signed, on March 23rd, 2010. It's a bit late. I mean, for them to be creating a fuss now. But as I say, I think the next big thing is going to be, there's just no way that the administration is going to be ready to open enrollment for 27 new exchanges run by the federal government. I just don't see how it can happen. When I think about California and covered California, it took over 3 years to get up and running. It's still full of loopholes and problems and stuff. So how are they going to do this?
Yeah.
I think that's going to be the next delay. So Max Baucus was right. There is a train wreck coming down the path, and it's unfolding before our eyes.
It is. All right, Sally, thank you very much, and good luck with the book, The Cure for Obamacare.